Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the LG G Watch. I decided to purchase this watch and also review it because it's a year old. Yes, because it's a year old. And because it's about a year old, the price is really dropping on this. When this came out, it was $229, and right now you could get it on Amazon for as low as $145. I'll go ahead and put the Amazon link below, and occasionally you might find it on certain websites or stores or whatever for maybe even as low as $100. So is it a good deal? Let's take a close look. This video is going to be in two parts. I'm going to cover a quick overview of this watch and whether I think it's worth it or not, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you some cool apps I found while testing this watch. So here's the box that it comes in, and here's the watch. It comes with a charger that you plug the other end of this USB cable in, and it comes with this nice little charging caddy or cradle, and I'll go ahead and set that aside. And here's the watch. And what I did was I've been wearing this for about a week, and I'll tell you right now I've been very happy with it, and I saved this very important part right here, removing the plastic for all of you there. Whoops, and it's already, you saw how I was doing that Google Now stuff. That's funny. Alright, so the way that this, well, first of all, this watch comes in black or white, and it communicates with your smartphone utilizing Bluetooth and a Google app called Google Android Wear, and it interfaces the watch with your smartphone. And that's really what the purpose of this is. The primary purpose is to sort of be an extended display that you wear on your arm. And you can see I always wear a watch because it's like really light right there under all that hair. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice is that it's not a very stylish looking watch at all. It really just looks like a 2.2 inch monitor that you strap to your wrist. So that's probably one of the main reasons, besides it being a year old, that it's going for a pretty good price right now. And you may think the display is a little dim. That's because it's an ambient mode. What it does is it sort of dims down where you can still read the time, and I actually do have the display also turned down pretty low. But it conserves power. You can just sort of read it. When you just sort of wake it up by touching it in, you can see I already have an alert down there, which I'll get rid of. There we go. Alright. And you're looking at one of the watch faces I downloaded. And this is one of the apps I'm going to talk about here really shortly. But I'd like to cover specs really quick. Battery, it's a 400 milliamp hour battery built in. It lasts me all day, and it'll probably, you know, most people, unless you're sitting there playing games constantly on there, but if you use it like a watch with notifications and for its purpose, it will easily last a day with probably about 25 to 30% more to spare. This comes with 4 gigabytes of internal memory, and it also has 512 megs of RAM. It has an IPS display, 2.2 inch, and again it has an ambient mode, and then you wake it up to that nice bright mode. So you sort of, these watches have sort of two modes, the regular and then the ambient, where it dims down, where it's an always on display, but it's conserving power. If it was that full display all the time, your battery wouldn't last on this type of IPS display. It does that OK Google thing, like if I wake it up, you know, get it into regular mode, and you say, "Okay, Google, what time is it?" There we go. See? So it does that OK Google thing. You could ask questions, and it will answer your questions, all kinds of things. And you can see it also, those notifications, email notifications. It sends you notifications and those Google Now cards, so you don't have to pull the phone out of your pocket. Other features is that the straps here, these you know, it's a ordinary strap, nothing to write home about, but these straps are removable, and you can replace them with your own straps or watch straps as long as they're 22 millimeter in size. This watch is also certified for water and dust resistance to the IP67 standard, which means they could go a little bit underwater, calm water, for about 30 minutes is okay, but it really is just made so, you know, if you're in the rain and splashing around or whatever, it'll be fine. This watch also features a 9-axis accelerometer, compass, and gyroscope. Some of the things you'll find missing when compared to some other smartwatches such as this is it has no camera and it has no heart rate monitor. Now I kind of feel it's a plus because it's two things in here that it doesn't have eating up your battery, and I wouldn't use those features anyway, so I have no problem with this. So big pros here right now. The current price that this is going for, again, I'll put the current Amazon price of $145.49 in the description box below. And again, I urge you to go ahead and just look around, because you'll see like little sales here and there for probably as low as $99. It's a sweet spot of pricing here for this particular watch, which is why I'm doing this review. So now I'm going to go ahead and sort of show off the watch a little bit by showing you some of the really cool apps I found for it. So the first thing is this watch face that you're seeing right now. It's not a stock watch face. It does cost $1.69, and it's called the Corona Sunlight Watch Face. And this is brilliant in my eyes. This is really the graphic design that went into this is extraordinary, because the amount of data that you're seeing in here. This ring is weather. This is 24 hours of weather. This line is the current time. Think of this as 24 hours. It starts on the bottom and goes all around. And it also shows the time in there. You have your battery and current weather and things like that in the middle here. And it says light snow. We're getting a lot of snow here right now. Now, you see two graphs in here, like two rings. The inside ring right here is, you know, see daylight, and then nighttime, and then where it's sort of white in here in this inside ring, that's cloudy, yellow, sunny, and the dark part is nighttime. There also, you can see how those lines get thinner and thicker. That's temperature. Then you have this outside ring, which is the precipitation. So you can see right now it's snowing because it's white. If it were bluish, it would be rain. And the thickness of the line is how much of that is there. So a lot of data is actually being displayed in this very simplistic design. It is a brilliant weather watch face, in my opinion. Alright, I went ahead and made this just a little bit brighter by putting it in sunlight mode. But okay, the next one is something that I think that they should have put in this thing in the first place, and that is a a better way of launching applications that are on here. And the one that I put on here, and probably the most popular in the store, is the Wear Mini Launcher. So all you do is you pull the drawer out by swiping on the upper left hand corner and across, and then you can get to all your apps that are installed. And it's really cool, and you could also access other things like your settings and stopwatches and all kinds of fun stuff like that. It's free, and it definitely adds much more functionality and practicality to these Android type Wear watches. The next app, I'm going to sort of need my cell phone sort of here and have the camera sort of looking at something. So I'm going to just put this box here where you can't see it. The app is called PixtoCam, and what it does is it allows you to preview what your camera sees, and you can sort of take pictures and videos basically remotely operating the camera via the Bluetooth of your smartwatch. Really cool. I'm going to go ahead and start it up with the little mini app thing, but you could also ask Google, you know, you do the OK Google and then say start Viewfinder, and it will also start up the application. So go ahead and start this up, and right there, now you're looking at what my phone is seeing right there. Really, really cool. So this has a range of whatever your Bluetooth is, probably around 30 feet. You could do videos and pictures, and you can enable and disable flash. You could go ahead and switch from the forward to the back camera by hitting that icon. This app cost $1.99. They have other apps that sort of do the same thing, maybe a little cheaper, but I like this one. Alright, are you ready for the deal maker, the app that makes this watch worth it no matter what price it is? It is called Whoopee Gear, and again, it sort of works with your smartphone. You go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start it up using that mini launcher, and I'm going to look for Whoopee. Where did I put it? There we go. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and hide the cell phone under an unsuspecting person's chair or next to or something like that, and you just hit the button. Let me turn up the volume just to increase the fun here. Because I had it down so we didn't have a lot of noise going on in my videos here. Alright, so you turn on the volume, stick this under someone's chair, and then you hit the button. That's the kind that you're definitely going to be wiping your butt after. You could set the type of farts that it makes. I have it set to random on the app on the cell phone, so it remotely operates that app. It's a remote control whoopee cushion. Freaking awesome, ain't it? Last but not least, if you're a tech person, just like me, you cannot have a smartwatch without having a LCARS type display. So let me see. I had downloaded some watch faces. There are a plethora of watch faces you could put on these. A lot of them are free. A lot of them cost a little bit of money. And you definitely need an LCARS display clock. And I'll let it go into ambient mode right here so you can sort of see what it looks like when it's conserving. Right there. That's what the ambient mode looks like. So there you go. The LG G watch. They also have a newer one called the R watch, but you are going to spend a whole lot more money. And of course there's the Motorola Moto 360, which is a very popular one that's round and definitely is aesthetically more pleasing than this display on the wrist kind of look. But yeah, you're getting all that Android Gear functionality. It is limitless because of all the apps that are already available and all the future ones that our great developers out there are creating every day. And that watch face is a perfect example of some beautiful design of so much information in there. That Corona weather watch, I think, is incredible. The designer who did that, or the developer who did that. So I definitely recommend this watch. It has, it did have some pros and cons. Again, the pros are it's extremely good pricing right now, so they're probably selling them out, even though it's not discontinued. But you'll find them really cheap, and because you got all the newer ones out there and the ones that look a lot better, and they have more features hardware-wise. Also, a lot of them have the heart rate monitor now. Doesn't look like I'm doing too much to elevate my heart rate for exercise, so I don't need that. And the downside is it doesn't have the heart rate monitor, and it doesn't have the some of them have like a camera built into it, so you can do the camera off your wrist. I'd rather have like the phone in a pocket right here, and then remotely operate it on my watch with that app to remotely viewfinder and operate. Something like that, I think, is better. But, alright, well, that's really it. Wanted to keep it short and cover a lot of information, so this is really a very broad overview, not too deep, so I apologize if you were looking for a video of this watch where it was very in-depth. But there are other ones on YouTube. That's what makes YouTube so freaking awesome. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I do really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And if you appreciate everything that I do, don't be afraid to put a thumbs up. Also, don't be afraid to visit a website where I actually had posted a good price on this a couple of days ago, and that's GearObsessionDeals.com. Alright, have a great day. Take care.